Hey Stampers, thanks for joining me today. This is Krista Thomas with Stampin' Up, and today I want to show you how to make a two-toned mini Curvy Keepsake box, which is found in the 2019 holiday catalog on page 19. It's this little die up here. This is what it looks like in person. Has lots of cute little stitched tags. I actually have one out for a class. It's an oval. And the box is actually made with this framelit right here. And so let me show you what I mean by a two-tone box. Here's one that I did the other day. It has copper foil on one side and then some of the brightly gleaming paper on the other. This one is made with two different sides of the brightly gleaming paper. Here's another one using some pretty peacock cardstock and the brightly gleaming. And then some stamped snowflakes and a stamped buffalo check to make this one. So how do you get two different papers on one box? You need a half a sheet of paper. So this is a card size piece of paper, 5.5 by 8.5. And you're gonna run it through the Big Shot like this. You're gonna end up with a little bit of spare for tags or your scrap box or whatever. So I end up with this. And you can see here that it has some crease marks in it for where to fold. Those crease marks are gonna be important here in just a minute. Here's another one that I cut out of some of the striped paper from TwoToned stamp designer paper. That's also in that holiday catalog. And what we're going to do is we're going to cut off two of these petals. And we're just gonna cut it right on those score lines. And we're just gonna remove them, but not throw them away. We're going to use those here in just a minute, but we'll go ahead and get rid of them for this particular box. So we'll set those aside. And the other side of this paper is the same design, but in garden green. So we have real red and then garden green. Okay, so now what we need to do is glue this to the matching portion of the real red die cut. And I'm just gonna squeeze out some liquid glue. I seem to have better luck with liquid glue than I do with tape runners. And so that's just me. Okay. So now we just fold these up. We fold on the score lines back right here. And then, sorry, have a little tickle in my throat. We bend these corners or these sides out just a little. Pinch those together and kind of push them down so that they're taking their shape. And then we just bring these other sides up and over. Just like that. Super easy, right? Now, for those two leftover pieces, we're gonna flip them over and use the green side. And I've already cut out another box with the garden green paper. And this time we're just going to glue these over the sides. We don't have we cut away the part that would go here because it ended up on this box. But you'll see that it's all gonna work. Just perfectly. I did find that it does seem to make a nicer box if you have a thicker paper, cardstock or something under the DSP. Without the thicker or two layers anyway. It seems like it wants to buckle a little bit. Cardstock is fine with one layer, but the designer papers are a little thinner. and we just kind of want to get those to curve nicely. And so, okay, like that. And then we just bring these portions up, and there's our stripes. There we go. And that is how easy it is to make a two-toned little curvy keepsake box. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.